We have finally come full circle. Today is the last day of the 28-day journey to talk about love. It's been interesting because even while preparing, I've had to go through, different notes, also remind myself of various things. And I do hope I've helped one or two people. When we started out, I started out with talking about love and the definitions I took from the scriptures. Right now, we're ending. I'm going to take the final definition from the scriptures too. Today, I've titled it, Love is the Greatest. In 1 Corinthians 13:13, Apostle Paul says, of faith, hope, and love, love is the greatest. Indeed, love is the greatest. And why have I, decided to start and end with the scriptures? Because there's no way you can explain love without understanding the love of God. Everything I've talked about, it's just that I didn't want to make it like churchy. That's why I didn't bring out, scriptures to back. But everything can be found in the Bible. So, and, if you don't know God, 1 John 4:7 and 8, he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. Beloved, let us love one another. Beloved, let us love one another. For God is of love, and anyone who loves is born of God, and knoweth God. He that knoweth not God, for God is love. Beloved, let us love one another. 1 John 4:7 and 8. It's one of the, songs I like to sing. So, talking about love, we've explored every aspect. And I keep telling people as well, one or two or three people, why are you sending me this? Who told you I'm looking for? You don't have to look for love. You have children. You will only give what you know. Except as a parent, you want your children, if you didn't find love, you want your children to go through what you went through too. Then you may ignore this. But even some of us who found love, we want our children to find a much better version of what we found. And that's why I've bothered to do this. That's been tasking, but I'm thankful that I'm able to say, oh, this is the last day. Because when I put my mind to something, I do it. And of course, I cannot finish this without acknowledging the one love of my life. It's been helpful. You see me by the camera, but I tell you, it sets everywhere up for me. Day in, day out. It will set it up for me and ensure everything is ready for me to use. This month will be our 29th wedding anniversary. And you cannot see us and not know that there is love. Love is very important. And I'm praying that though my husband and I have a fantastic, thing going, I want my children to have better, because it can only get better. So talking about love, it's very important. Still talking about love. It's very important in every relationship, be it romantic, platonic. I've talked about that for the past 28 days. When you love someone, you make excuses for the person. In fact, when you love someone, you don't see their shortcomings. And that's why you're usually advised, especially in the dating period, to don't hide your love interest. Bring the person. Whatever love has covered your eyes from seeing, those around you will be able to see and tell you. Don't hide who you think you're in love with. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make, because you will not see flaws, and some may actually be deadly. So when you love someone, you won't see their flaws. Even when others point them out, you are more likely to make excuses for them. And that is the power of love. So it's very important that if you didn't watch most of the past 28 days, everything is on my social media handles. Please find time, send them to your children. You watch them. You cannot give what you don't have. And there is no time that love cannot be infused into your home, especially when it was there before. Yesterday, I think I spoke about reawakening love in your marriage. This I also have spoken about, recognizing love for what it is, so that you don't fall, especially the singles, or we can better guide our children not to fall into, toxic relationships or abusive relationships. We hear of it every day. And the interesting bit is that I see people don't care or don't bother because they think, oh, it's not, I don't know who this person is. It's more nearer home than you may think. Trust me, if anything happens to maybe a friend's child or a friend, it will affect you. Can you imagine when two people fall out of love and they have been your friends, and you are now put in a difficult position to choose who to continue to talk to or not? Especially if there are people who want you to take sides, and you really don't want to do that. So I know this world will certainly be a fantastic place if at least we loved those we are with. Love your spouse, love your children, love your friends and family. Of course, be in love. Remember, I made the distinction between that with your spouse. So having said that, it's been a wonderful 28 days. Exhausting, I tell you. I don't know how I went on. I remember at some point I wanted to give up, and my husband was like, girl, I admire you. He kept saying it. I don't know. I kept saying, he said, you're dedicated, you're focused, you're disciplined. I want to be like you. And I think after I decided, I think it was on day 16, I said, I'm not doing it again. I'm tired. And then I remembered his words. And I got up and said, I'm seeing it to finish. I'm not a quitter. So I'm happy I did this. I do hope this will get into the hands of somebody who needs it someday. If you want to have a one-on-one with me, please, with regards to your relationship, of course, please, there's a link in my bio to reach out. So have a love-filled life. Bye.